Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be doing an evaluation, or let me say, an assessment of our transfer business so far, which came to an end 2 days ago. And of course, we know things have not been the best when it comes to the transactions that took place for us this summer. And I want us to do a summary of how things went about this summer transfer window, and very importantly, try to make sense, like making sense of this wide transfer window, guys. Let's look for a reason for optimism this season, despite the fact that our transactions this season was not really the best. So we're going to be discussing on that in much detail. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please endeavor to do so we always stay up to date with everything related to Barca here on Viva Barca. And also please ensure to watch this video right up to the very end. After what seems like the longest summer transfer window in history, the door has finally slammed shut for another few months. What a tumultuous time it has been for us, guys, and certainly the most unexpected period in our history. When all is said and done, there were always going to be winners and losers no matter what. However, Barca can be happy with their summer business despite the loss of their best ever player, Messi. Of course, our outgoings that we had this season was Messi, Griezmann, Emerson, Junior Firpo, Trincao, Mateus Fernandes, Muncho, Juan Miranda, Carlos Salena, and Jean-Claire Todibo. So when it was announced that not only was Messi not signing a new 2-year deal with the club, but that he would be cast aside completely, then the shockwaves amongst the fan base that day would have registered a richer scale. Now that the dust has settled, and looking at things objectively, guys, it was a nasty piece of business that had to be dealt with. Whatever the machinations behind the decisions to not tell Messi until the very last moment about the need to move on, it's not in question that the future of the club could well have been at stake if he had stayed. So the playing dynamic will change, no doubt, but the club is above all. And it may be the one piece of business that helps Barca get back to its feet quicker than it may otherwise have done. The 11th hour on that deadline day that Antoine Griezmann came out of the blue, and there won't be too many coolers who are unhappy about that. Many people are even happy because the wage bill now is having some space. Emerson's royal situation is an odd one, brought back to provide competition and depth to the right hand side of the defense. He looked out of sorts and times against Getafe, but that's not a good enough reason to send him packing just a fortnight after his debut. Money talks again, I suppose. Junior Firpo was a disaster from the first minute he pulled on the Blaugrana and should have been sent packing with his Mr. Kike Setien or whatever he called himself. The less said about Mateus Fernandes, the better. Other than there's bound to be more to come out about a transfer that made Douglas look positively above board. Jean-Claire Todibo looked to be the centre-back we have been crying out for, but he's not really done anything of note since leaving, and I'll take Ronald Araujo over him every day of the week. Araujo is the best. Trincao possibly still has a future at the club, depending on how this season goes on for him. He's on loan, but there will be need, to be a vast improvement in his end product. Carlos Salena as well. Carlos Salena, Muncho, and Juan Miranda leave with the club's best wishes. Exceptional at youth and Barca B level, the trio didn't have that vital ingredient that would see them flourish in the senior setup. A shame. But there can be no sentiment here. Our incomings will have Memphis Depay, Eric Garcia, Sergio Aguero, Yusuf Demi, Luke de Jong. He isn't Messi replacement, nor has he been marketed as such. But Memphis Depay is already the new darling for this club, sweetheart for this club. 3 goals in his opening 3 games already, has the callers chanting his name, and it's obvious there's much more to come from this man. Kudos to Koeman for standing his ground on the signing. Eric Garcia is home. There may be a transitional period for the centre-back, but he's made in La Masia and has all the attributes in there to be a success where the likes of Todibo were not. Sergio Aguero needs no introduction, with Barca's only real issue being his injury record. We will get enough out of the Argentine to justify the hire. Time will tell, I don't know. But you just don't turn down an Aguero free transfer. Not too much is known about Yusuf Demi at present, other than he's a natural born baller, very good player. Word around the club is that this kid is going to be special. But for Barca B, the fact that Koeman has decided to keep him with the first team says much. He will wear the number 11 shirt in the 2021-22 with Ousmane Dembele switching to number 7. Luke de Jong is a bit underwhelming to say the least, but trying to look on the bright side, he has played alongside Memphis and namesake Frankie, and also under Koeman. For one season, we'll just have to suck it up. So guys, I will need your opinions down below in the comment section. Do give your comment on what you think about this transfer window for Barcelona. How can you rate this our summer transfer business? So with that, we come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date with everything related to Barca here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.